Hey, what's up you guys? It's Tyler and today I have a story time. I wish this was clickbait. Can I speak? I know I did a video. I think it was literally titled I got stalked at work, and that was like somewhat clickbait, and it actually happened yesterday, so like I don't know if I manifested that by clickbaiting, but this time it actually happened and I don't appreciate it, and I thought I would make a story out of it because if something bad happens, like, why not post it for the world to see? Give me a reason. Like, why? Why not? I don't care. I don't know. I'm like, this whole situation makes me feel very weird. And, I don't have a lot of time to talk about it because I do have to go to work. And maybe, hopefully not get stalked again. But anyways, I work in a pet store and I work in pet care, so that's what I do. I was putting stuff away, like we got our truck in, and I was putting things back on the shelf because you put things back on the shelf when you get them. They don't magically appear on the shelf. People have to put them on the shelf. I was doing that, and then these two guys, they come, like, I'm on the end of the aisle and these people are on the other side of the aisle, and they both look at me and I look at them, and then they look at each other, and then I'm like, I give them like a smile. I'm wearing a mask, obviously, so I try to like smile eyes to be like a nice person because people want people to be nice, apparently. Retail, I don't know, I'm scared. I don't like the situation. I really don't like the situation, but yeah, so I look at them and they look at each other, and then they look back at me, and they like talk about something, and then they walk away, and I'm like, okay, that was kind of weird that they were kind of weird. So I go back to putting stuff back on the shelf, and then they come back. This time there's 4 of them. So first there were 2, by the way, they're men, like obviously men, because men have to be weird. Love that. Then there were 4, and they were looking at the hamsters. We don't have any hamsters, so they were just looking like at empty cages, and they were like, wow, that's fun. And I can hear them like over there yelling about the hamsters. We don't have any hamsters. We have 1, but it was on the other side. So why are they over here, this group of 4 men, looking at hamsters? Anyways, I got like weirded out, so I went to go tell my coworker that like these people are kind of being weird, and I'm like, yeah, they're kind of being weird. So anyways, I go back to doing my job. I don't know, I didn't go back to putting things back on the shelf. I think I just like ended up walking around and like blocking the store, making sure it like looked okay. And this time there's 6 of them. There's 6 men like following me around, like staring at me weird, like obviously staring at me, like following me around the store. I would look at them and I'll be like obviously looking at them, like, I see you, like, stop what I'm doing. I turn my body to them because like that's what weird men are looking at me. But yeah, like obviously turning my body looking at them because you're supposed to, don't fucking stare at me. Being like, I see you, you know, because apparently you're supposed to acknowledge people if they're being weird instead of being like scared, even though I was scared. Like, it's fine. Yeah, that happened. And then they keep walking away and they keep finding me. They aren't shopping for anything. They aren't buying anything. They aren't doing anything. So anyways, I go back to my coworker. I'm like, holy crap, this is very weird. There's 6 men following me now. Like, it's not just 2. It's not just 4. Now it's 6. By the way, this is like a long story that I don't have time for. Like, I have to leave like right now, but they just like continuously follow me. And then the 6 men, they all like split up, and there's this one guy that is following me with his phone out, and like I don't see him, and then I turn around and he's right behind me, and he looks at me, and then he looks back at his phone and he's like typing something, and I'm like, that's freaking weird. That's weird. Very weird. So again, go back to my coworker. And she tells the manager, and the manager was like looking for them, and he was like, oh, they look harmless. And I'm like, okay, if they're harmless, then like why the hell are they following me around? I didn't say that, but like in my head, like, hello? I don't know, it's like weird. Anyways, 2 of them leave, and then the other 2 leave, and then they come back in, and then they leave again, and then they keep coming in and out of the store. Like, they aren't buying anything. I don't see that they're stealing anything because they don't have like backpacks or anything. So I don't know. Anyways, the one guy, so I'm turning corners as often as possible and looking behind me, and he's always behind me, and he always looks at me and I look at him, and then he looks back at his phone, or he like turns around and he's pretending that he's like shopping or something. But the weirdest fucking thing is that almost every time that like I turn around and I look at him, he looks at me, and then he goes on his phone and he types something, and then he'll go and walk over to his friend, like wherever they are. So they're like, my assumption is that they're like keeping tabs on me, and they're telling each other where I am. And this wasn't just in my head. Like, my coworker was fucking terrified. Like, she was like, yeah, this guy's stalking you, because, you know, I'm not aware of my surroundings all the time, but she was like, he was behind you, just like watching you and texting on his phone, like obviously staring at you. And I'm like, should I like be worried? Like, I mean, obviously I should be worried, and I was worried, but like, what the hell? I'm shaking. See, I need to stop. Like, I don't like that. Anyways, I don't like that. People weird me out, and I don't understand. Like, listen, first of all, if you're gonna kidnap me or like kill me or something, don't make it obvious. Like, you need to go to kidnapping school 101. Like, don't freak me, all my coworkers, and my manager out. Like, don't do that. But anyways, my manager ended up walking with me around the store because I was scared. And eventually there was only one guy left, and he was still like, it was the one guy following me with the phone, texting everybody where I was, apparently. That's what I'm assuming that they were doing. I don't know if that was actually what they were doing. Why do you have to stare at me like that, my dude? But yeah, that's what happened. I don't appreciate it. I'm like freaking out. I told my friend, and she was like, does anybody not like you? And I'm like, yes, a lot of people. And it's really weird because my ex just like hit me up recently, and it was like he kind of wanted to kill me, and it's like, okay, now this is happening. I don't know. Anyways, I have to go to work. That was a very weird situation that happened, and I hope it never happens again. Listen, I've been stalked by a coworker now, and now customers, and I just don't, like, why does it happen to me? I don't know. I don't know. But y'all, I'll see you next week, and hopefully it won't be freaking stalker. Hopefully it'll be a car update. I don't know. I bought a car yesterday. I filmed a video yesterday, so if you're wondering where I am time-wise in my video filming, that's what's happening. I need to go to work, or I'm gonna be a minute late, and I'm gonna miss a freaking cent. I need all my pennies right now. Anyways, bye. I'll see you next Tuesday, next Wednesday, whenever it is. Okay, bye.